Hi, welcome to John, Sue, and Michael Rosmer's video battlethon. Today's going to be a little bit different video and theme. I'm not going to use the Laws of Success book. I'm going to do my own theme and just kind of a random thought. So today's video, you're going to learn three things. One, how to cook my pho, the fabulous pho that I brag about. Two, you're going to learn about one interpretation of life. And three, you're going to learn about an energy interpretation of the universe. So first off, I just wanted to tell you about how I learned to cook pho. I had somebody actually show me the recipe. You know who you are, so thanks so much. Hopefully you're watching this video. But she showed me how to cook pho, and ever since I've had a bowl of pho for my entire life. So this has been like 6-7 years I've woken up to my own pho. And it's really good, and it's better than at least 85 to 90% of all the Vietnamese restaurants out there. And it's not because I'm a great cook, it's because it doesn't make sense for them to not water down their broth, because they got to make money, and at the end of the day it's a lot of time to cook pho. To actually make, like out of this big pot here to my left here, you get maybe 12 to 16 bowls, and you think about 10 bucks a bowl, not really worth it, and I spent 70 bucks. Buying materials, so you don't even save that much money cooking my own pho. It's just much better quality, and if anything, is convenience. So first off, we're going to talk about the ingredients. Like any great cook, you got to know what you're working with, right? So first off, the secret why most restaurants can't afford to do it up, it's oxtail. That adds a nice savory background foundation to the flavor. Like if you go to a lot of pho restaurants, most of them are kind of like flavorless or whatnot. It's because they don't have enough meat, or they water down the sauce too much. And most of them definitely don't use oxtail because it's just too damn expensive. But for my pho, I'm worth it. Beef flank, 5 pounds of beef flank. And oh, sorry, you buy 3 pounds of oxtail. 5 pounds of beef flank, so it's the fatty beef. But you gotta look for like the marbly kind of beef, not the stuff with like huge wads of fat. Look for a nice marbled beef flank. And no, it's not organic. I'm Asian, we don't pay for that stuff. And really, the subtle flavor, but important flavor, like one time I tried to save $5 on a whole pot of pho by not getting the beef bones. That was a mistake, because I had to eat 12 bowls of not so good pho. So that's like sleeping with your girlfriend but thinking about another woman. Don't do it, brothers. It's not worth the $5. We got 3 spices that I use in like a spice ball. We got, and these are Asian spices. Do not buy the Caucasian white people spices, because it will taste like white people baking. So this is Asian nutmeg seed. I put 3 of them in the spice bomb. Asian cinnamon. The Caucasian cinnamon won't work because it'll taste like you'll be eating a bowl of pho, like a bowl of pho in a cinnamon bun. And star anise, one of my favorite flavors, but when you use too much, as they say, too much of anything is not a good thing. For pho noodles, I like to buy these fresh noodles that you can also put in the freezer. You just boil it for like 2 seconds and it works out really good. It's better. I don't buy the dried noodles. That's kind of like the crappy stuff. This is like the fresh noodle that comes frozen. And all you gotta do is drop it in the water and it's good to go. And this is kind of like sprinkles on a sundae, but this is like the after decoration. I got mint leaves, and it's very important, mint, not basil, because mint gives it a sweeter, fresher taste. Basil's kind of like your heroin-ish, downer feeling taste of, like the minty kind of thing. But a lot of Vietnamese restaurants serve basil. Maybe it's cheaper or whatever, but I prefer to use mint. It makes a world of a difference. Green onion, a wrist full of green onion, and cilantro. I love cilantro. Some people hate it, but I love it. And of course, lime, not lemon. Lime makes it, how would you say, a sweeter, more savory than a bright lemon. Lemon's just a little too fresh and flowery for pho. Pho's got more substance to it. Lemon might go better with like chicken pho or something, where it's a lighter broth. Then we're gonna go to Asian chicken stock. Do not buy the Campbell's chicken stock and put it in your pho, just because you can taste the difference. It tastes like white guy chicken stock. Use the Asian stuff. Even if it's full of MSG, everything, not organic, it will taste more Asian than the Campbell stuff. And of course, Asian chicken bouillon. And the Vietnamese secret, Nuoc Mam fish sauce. The shit stinks, but it's fantastic. It's like a nice, salty, savory salt water. And get the good quality, like the $6 bottle. Don't get that cheap stuff, or don't ever use free stuff that they give away in Chinatown. That stuff's garbage. So this brand, Ba Con Cua. That means 3 crab. Bomb shit. And kosher salt I use, not that cheap table salt, iodized. I use the bigger one to add into this. I would use 2 palmfuls of this. And the magic secret, which I can't find, but most people will disagree, but I use MSG. I think it's fantastic. MSG, as my Iron Chef master who taught me to cook pho, she calls it magic powder, and it's one of those things that it brings all the flavors together. So when you think about it, this is all the ingredients you need to make pho, and like a huge pot, like the biggest one they get. I don't know how big this one is. I think it's like 19 liters. You need a big pot. So to really make pho, this is the ingredients you need. And then kind of moving over here, what you do is you boil the beef bones for 3 hours first, just by themselves with 2 palmfuls, like full palmfuls of salt, and 1 palmful of MSG. And you're probably looking at 2 palmfuls of the chicken bouillon here. You boil that for 3 hours. Then you put in the 5 pounds of beef flank with the spice bomb. So the star anise, the cinnamon stick, and the nutmeg. And really, what you do is you gotta flavor the water, because I read in a TV show, your meat will taste like what the water tastes like. So you gotta flavor the water with the spice bomb. You boil the beef for 2 hours and you take it out. And then you finish with the last 2 hours with the oxtail. You put the oxtail in for another 2 hours, let it cook off. And once that's done, what you do is you would finish it off, the flavoring, with 3 cans of this chicken stock here. Actually add that when you add the oxtail, sorry. And then you would just use the fish sauce to finish off the flavor. If the flavors aren't right, then just wait till next morning to kind of add to it. It's one of those things, my Iron Chef taught me that sometimes the flavor of the broth just doesn't turn out till tomorrow. And as you know, broth is one of those things, if you wait until tomorrow, the broth will be better. Like, when I originally got taught how to cook pho, it was just with the beef flank and the ingredients, but I decided to add my own stuff like the oxtail, and then to find my own personal ingredients like this type of chicken stock, which my actually cousin who makes another Vietnamese dish told me, I really like this chicken stock, and to use higher grade fish sauce, and this is kind of my brand of chicken bouillon. You know, kind of as you do things, right? You kind of refine things. Like someone teaches you one thing and you start to do it and you start to realize like, hey, I can maybe try to improve it and add different flavors to it because I've got a different flavor profile. So those were the things is I upgraded the ingredients, changed things around. I added the beef bones in, which adds a lot of time, 3 damn hours. Sometimes I get lazy and I omit it, but it makes a significant difference in flavor. It gives the pho real substance and backbone to it, where most Vietnamese restaurants are terrible. So yeah, all I did is find out the ingredients, and then I did it a whole bunch of times and really thought about how do I kind of taste and adjust flavors, adjust cooking times, you know, for the beef, because I don't want the beef to be overcooked. And then I just kind of made the pho my own. So that's how you make pho. So you're probably wondering, okay, how the hell is he gonna make pho and talk about life? So you ever kind of wonder, like, okay, like, what's my life about? Why am I here? And kind of one thing I realized is, you know, you ask yourself, you know, why am I here? Why are you here? And it's, if you look at your life's about kind of finding a whole bunch of things. So when you think about your life, it's about like finding what you like and what you don't like. So that's kind of like collecting the ingredients for your life. So here you are with the ingredients of your life. And as you kind of take these ingredients and kind of do shit with it, you know, cooking it is adding energy to it. You're cooking life, trying things out and saying, hey, I like this, but I don't like this, I'm going to make adjustments, right? And And then as you start to do things and make adjustments, you kind of realize what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And you kind of start to discover how to, I guess, decipher what's good, what's bad, and you actually see the good and the bad of things, right? So then you keep cooking and doing things in life, and you start to learn stuff and get really good at stuff. And as you get good at stuff, you start to realize, like, shit, I really suck at those things. So kind of as you grow up, you figure out what you like, what you don't like, and what you're good at and what you're not good at, what's important to you and what's not important to you, right? So you collect the ingredients of life, you put it in a cooker, you put effort to it, which is turning on the heat, doing it, which kind of creates the friction of mixing and everything else, and you start to figure things out. And that's kind of what I realize is, that's what life's about. Figuring out new experiences, having new experiences, and just find out what you like and what you don't like. And that's really the purpose of life, why you're here, is to have human experiences. That's why you're human. But that's my story. There could be different versions, but that's my version. And here's a third version about energy and the universe. So if you've heard the saying, a lot of people say everything is energy and everything is moving, this and that, and frequencies and vibrations. So if you look at this here, these ingredients are kind of what you call solids. So this is a low frequency vibration, low frequency energy. And how would we say is, you take these ingredients, you put it into the pot. You add energy to it, which is heat. Heat is a higher frequency, higher vibration energy, because it's not really something you can really touch or feel. Or you can feel it, but you can't really touch it or see it. You can't say, oh, there's some heat in a cup. It doesn't happen like that. There's electricity and what they call a higher frequency, higher vibration type of energy. And it vibrates at a higher frequency, so that's why you can't see it. So as you start to cook things and add energy to it, what happens is you kind of bring the many ingredients and combine it into the one dish called pho. So you learn a whole bunch of things in life, and you kind of find things and assimilate and bring it and combine it into your life and bring it together into a final dish or a final creation. And all of the energy, you always say, you always hear people say, be one with everything. What does that actually mean? Like, a lot of people be like, that's fucking crazy. Be one with everything. How the fuck am I going to be at one with this piece of meat? And it's not about being at one with this piece of meat. It's seeing how this piece of meat is part of the energy field of solids, and how this piece of meat actually fits into the whole picture of a higher vibration of a bowl of pho. But if you actually look at like the masterpiece bowl of pho, it's actually the aggregate effect of all of these lower vibration ingredients combined with a higher injection of expertise, energy, love, electricity, to bring all these flavors together, and it creates what a really great dish, and what Japanese people call umami, which is like that magical place of, oh, this is like heavenly food that makes you pretty much like your eyes go white and you like forget where you're at, right? So that's kind of going from the many forms to the one form and unified form of the universe. And you hear a lot of spiritual people talk about become one with everything. They just say, but they don't actually know what it means in terms of an energy explanation. So now you know my recipe to how to cook pho, my understanding of how me cooking pho or seeing the relation of cooking pho fits into my life of why I'm here to experience new things. And the energy interpretation is seeing how kind of everything in my life, my ingredients, everything happening to you in your life, the energy that's coming towards you and out of you, help build you up to bring you together into, I guess, a more unified form of you. And that's kind of what they say is finding yourself and discovering yourself. So hopefully you don't think I'm crazy. And Rosmer, sorry bro, try to beat this video. I don't think so.